Welcome to the spoiler zone, where we break down movies so you don't have to. Today, we're diving deep into Due Date, a 2010 movie, a black comedy road trip film directed by Todd Phillips. This film pairs the no-nonsense Robert Downey Jr. with the unpredictable Zach Galifianakis for a journey full of disasters, bad luck, and dark humor. Get ready for a chaotic ride as we uncover all the twists, turns, and ridiculous situations in Due Date. Let's get started. Peter Hyman, a high-strung architect, is eager to return home from Atlanta to Los Angeles. His wife, Sarah, is days away from giving birth to their first child, and he wants to be there for the delivery. At the airport, Peter's plans go completely off the rails when he has an unfortunate encounter with Ethan Tremblay, a socially awkward aspiring actor who is traveling with his French bulldog, Sonny, and a coffee can containing his deceased father's ashes. The situation escalates when Ethan inadvertently uses the words bomb and terrorist in casual conversation, leading to their immediate removal from the plane. As a result, Peter is placed on the no-fly list, has his luggage taken, and loses his wallet in the process. With no identification or money, he is left with only one option: drive cross-country with Ethan, who offers him a ride in a rented car. From the outset, the road trip is a disaster. Ethan's reckless driving, bizarre behavior, and casual drug use test Peter's patience. The situation worsens when they make a pit stop so Ethan can buy marijuana, only for Peter to realize that Ethan wired the money from Sarah to the wrong name, leaving them nearly penniless. At Western Union, Ethan's refusal to present valid identification leads to a violent altercation with an employee named Lonnie, played by Danny McBride. As chaos ensues, Peter is left humiliated and furious. That night, at a rest stop, Peter finally reaches his breaking point. He drives away, abandoning Ethan and Sonny on the side of the road. However, after a moment of guilt, he realizes he still has Ethan's father's ashes and reluctantly turns back. Ethan, clueless to Peter's earlier abandonment, assumes Peter had gone to get breakfast and remains none the wiser. When Ethan takes over the wheel so Peter can get some rest, he falls asleep while driving, resulting in a brutal car crash that leaves their vehicle totaled. With no other options, Peter calls his wealthy friend Daryl, Jamie Foxx, for help. Daryl picks them up and offers Peter a place to rest while Ethan showers. However, things take a tense turn when Ethan, oblivious as always, makes a comment that plants a seed of doubt in Peter's mind, suggesting that Sarah and Daryl may have had an affair. Peter becomes visibly uncomfortable with the possibility that his child might not be his. The awkwardness reaches its peak when Daryl unknowingly drinks Ethan's father's ashes, thinking it's coffee. Disgusted and enraged, Daryl throws both of them out of his house but allows them to take his Range Rover for the remainder of their journey. With a new vehicle in tow, Peter and Ethan resume their trip, and for a brief moment, they bond while getting high on marijuana. However, Ethan's incompetence knows no bounds. He mistakenly drives them to the U.S.-Mexico border, where Peter is detained for drug possession. While Peter sits in a holding cell, Ethan decides to take matters into his own hands. He steals a truck, crashes through security barriers, and stages a chaotic escape, further escalating their criminal record. Despite everything, Peter decides to make one stop for Ethan, the Grand Canyon, where Ethan fulfills his wish of scattering his father's ashes. It is here that Ethan reveals a shocking truth: he has had Peter's wallet and identification the entire time, unknowingly causing the entire ordeal. Enraged beyond belief, Peter physically attacks Ethan, but the fight is cut short when Sarah calls. She has gone into labor. As they race to the hospital, Ethan, yet again, causes another catastrophe. he finds a loaded gun in the stolen truck and accidentally shoots Peter in the leg. Despite losing blood, Peter makes it just in time to witness the birth of his daughter, Rosie. However, he is noticeably uncomfortable with her name, an issue he chooses not to dwell on. In the aftermath, Ethan secures a guest role on 2.5 Men, his favorite television show. In the film's final scene, Peter and Sarah watch his episode from the comfort of their home, with baby Rosie by their side. Ethan texts Peter during the airing, confirming that despite all the insanity, their bizarre friendship has somehow endured. Due Date is a chaotic blend of road trip antics, dark humor, and unexpected emotional depth. While the film received mixed reviews from critics, audiences embraced its absurd humor, leading to a massive box office success of $211 million worldwide. Robert Downey Jr. delivers a brilliantly restrained performance as the increasingly frustrated Peter, while Zach Galifianakis steals the show with his unpredictable, over-the-top antics. The supporting cast, including Jamie Foxx, Juliette Lewis, and Danny McBride, adds extra layers of comedic tension. Despite being compared to planes, trains, and automobiles, Due Date carves its own identity with its sharp, modern humor and chaotic set pieces. Whether you love it or hate it, it's a film that keeps you entertained from start to finish. What did you think of Due Date? Did Ethan's antics go too far, or was his character the heart of the film? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into movies and series. Until next time, this has been the Spoiler Zone, where we spoil it all so you don't have to.